There they go, off and pacing. Too Much for You and Woodmere Arthur Jane are leaving out. On the rail, that is Century Kiana. She's the third one around the turn. To get away fourth is Quick Lance, and then the trailer. That's Mill Pond Cheyenne. Arriving at the eighth, Woodmere Arthur Jane, the leader along the rail. Too Much for You goes under some early urging from Dowling, and now has the lead going to the opening quarter, but hasn't cleared. Woodmere Arthur Jane is second, third up the rail, Century Kiana. Fourth is Quick Lance, and trailing the field, that is Mill Pond Cheyenne. As they arrived at the quarter in 29 seconds flat, we've got more movement now. From the outside, here comes Century Kiana up to challenge the leader, and that leader is Too Much for You. Woodmere Arthur Jane along the rail third, racing from fourth. That is Quick Lance, and trailing the field, that's Mill Pond Cheyenne. So they're at the midway point. Too Much for You, the leader. Century Kiana committed herself and is now caught out. Racing third at the rail, Woodmere Arthur Jane. Fourth is Quick Lance, and trailing the field, that is Mill Pond Cheyenne. 59 and 1 was the half mile. By the 5/8 they go. Too Much for You, the leader. Second is Century Kiana. Third up the rail is Woodmere Arthur Jane. Fourth and going three wide is Quick Lance. And the trailer, Mill Pond Cheyenne. They go by three quarters. Clear by four on the front end. That's Too Much for You. Now second is Quick Lance. The three quarters up in 1:29 flat. There was an eighth of a mile left to go. And that is Too Much for You turning home. Second is Mill Pond Cheyenne. Quick Lance third. Deep stretch now. Too Much for You. Mill Pond Cheyenne on the outside. Too Much for You might have held on. Mill Pond Cheyenne is right there. There will be a win photo in 1:58.4.
Here comes the slow-mo replay for tonight's second race, brought to you by Universal Media. Too Much for You got to the front tonight for David Dowling, 29, the half up in 59 and 1, down to three quarters in 1:29, and here comes Mill Pond Cheyenne up on the outside, and they're going to battle down the stretch to the wire in a photo finish here. We'll see Too Much for You on the inside, Mill Pond Cheyenne on the outside. And it is close, 1:58 and 4 the mile here tonight. It's a new record for one of them, whoever won it, but it is close on the line. But now we see the 4 is posted the winner. Too Much for You, Mill Pond Cheyenne second. In for third is the 2 Quick Lance, and Woodmere Arthur Jane in there for fourth. 4, 5, 2, 3 unofficially in tonight's second race. And we'll see Too Much for You and David Dowling in the Woodmere Standardbridge winner circle next. First call for 50-50. Lynn is up here right now in the oval. It's your first call, 50-50.
In that win photo, it's 4, Too Much for You. Into the second race winner's circle, number 4, Too Much for You, bay pacing filly 3 by Militias, off the Badlands Hanover Dam, Troxel Hanover, owned by Windermere Farms, River Valley Management, Hollis Newson and Clive Balderson, bred by River Valley Management and Windermere Farms, trained by Earl Watts and driven to victory by David Dowling, and she's pacing to a new race win record of 1:58 and 4. Too Much for You in the second.